This is going to be a hard topic to talk about. And so, this was going to kind of be intertwined with my breakup video, but I owe RnS, and this is about love in a sense. And so, love is a difficult and very tedious thing. The problem with love, especially with us, and why people is so scared of it, is because we either hear so many people heartbreaking from it, or our earlier attempts were less than successful. And so that, especially society, well, as the people I know, like this may not apply to everybody, but as far as the people I know, we try and look for love too early. And that's the problem with our young love. We look for it too early when we don't even love ourselves necessarily. Like, it takes time to build love, and a lot of people say they love themselves at the earlier age. I don't think you can really develop love for yourself because a lot of people have low self-esteem and hate who they are. But if you're lucky enough to love yourself, or if you're fortunate enough to love yourself, then I commend you. But with love and growing up, we obviously look for it too early. And it's because we look for someone to accept us, because a lot of people, we don't accept ourselves. And we're looking for somebody to accept it with us. That way we can endure hardships of early life. And we all feel like we go through hard things, but it's really not really that hard, because there's always somebody going out there going through worse. Couldn't get my sentence out. But another thing with love is it's actually we have the wrong conception of love. Meaning so that the not music industry, but the film industry and movies, they actually portray love as always being this only shit you see in the movies, romantic Romeo and Juliet shit, when love isn't necessarily always like that. Love isn't forgetting who you are and then writing shit every day in a notebook, or the best man, and then trying to get you back, or just trying to rekindle your love. Love isn't always, your parents hate me. Well, where art thou, Romeo? Love is always portrayed in movies that it's always going to be perfect and it's always going to be sweet. You're going to get to one hard time. You notice that? There's always one hard time in the movie, and then make it all better. It's not always going to be like that. Sometimes you're going to go through a series of hard times. But love, another thing is, love is difficult. Because if you truly love someone, it's also difficult to, meet each other's counterparts. Being so that, let's say with the girl, women are naturally selfish and naturally self-centered. And I'm not trying to be bad, it's just really true. Like, they're naturally self-centered. And so there's going to be a time where you feel like he's not going to have enough time for you. And that's not necessarily true, because he's always had time for you. You've been his main priority, his main focus. And now when he's trying to focus on other things, you don't like that. Yes, we all don't like change, but you're going to have to adjust to that time, because maybe he's trying to do shit for you in the future. And guys, just because your girl don't always want to hang out, or just because your girlfriend don't want things you want to do, doesn't mean she doesn't want to. Maybe simply because a lot of attempts earlier have been unsuccessful, because love is a hard thing. And falling in love is the hardest thing in the world. And freaking when people change, everybody changes. But when people change drastically, and when things are so different from what they used to be, and you actually hate your relationship and you actually are unhappy, and when people start fighting, people start changing, and start tears and arguments, those right there are the reasons why falling in love is so goddamn hard. I don't know. We try and force things that aren't there. And it's sad because a lot of people use love name in vain. A lot of times people just spread around the word love and don't really mean it. We try and believe in love, but we don't know if it's real or not. We try to love with everything. But then again, I guess that's why they say God is love, huh? And that's the way the cookie crumbles.